Hi guys, it's Carrie from Rockin' G Farm. Well, it's been a while since I've done a video because I've been super busy and I have been a camp nurse at camp, so been gone for a while, but I'm going to start right here and show you some stuff that's going on the farm here. It is the first week of June, let me tell you that, and look what we harvested before I left for camp. If you can see right back here, we have got some garlic drying back here on the porch, and of course you can see some of my flowers I've pulled out of the house and giving them some time here on the back porch. But there is some garlic there that you can see. Let's get a little bit closer. There, yep, got some garlic. So I am going to go and finish up pulling the garlic out of the garden today, and we're going to set it up here to dry with this garlic that we've got the week before I went to camp. So this is where we're going today. You can see it's a sunny day today. I didn't get up early enough to do this when the lighting was great, so I'm just going to let you see what we have and walk you through the garden today. Alright, as you can see here, I still have several plants that need to be planted out into the garden or in some pots to be some decorative flowers around the house. I have some gomphrena, some statice, and some amaranth, sweet potato vines, and then I have some stevia and some dusty miller that needs to be planted up. But I'll show you this right here. This is a wonderful little planter that my husband bought me for our 28th anniversary back in May. So I just popped this little pot down in here just to have something in it, but my little petunias hopefully will take over and start going over this. Let me know in the comments if you think I should put a sweet potato vine in there and just let it vine out on the ground. It is a very pretty color of the sweet potato vines. Let me show you. They've got a little bit of the lavender and purple in them, so it would really match that. But let me know in the comments if you think I should put one in there and just let it start going down onto the bottom of that planter. Of course, I've got to get to the greenhouse today and get all that stuff in the greenhouse, so that's a lot to do today. Of course, we still have our sweet mint right here. So that is growing really slow. Let me know, does y'all sweet mint grow that slow? Mine, I thought mint grew faster, but this is a sweet mint, and I've had it in this spot for at least 2 months. It gets full sun in the afternoon, and it gets watered by rain if it need be. So let me know, or if I just got a crazy sweet mint plant that just doesn't want to grow, or maybe I need to put it in a different pot. I'm really dumbfounded by this sweet mint. I've had sweet mint in the past, but this one just doesn't seem to like life. So let me know what you think there. So many of you know that my dad was in the Arbor Day Foundation, so they had sent him several tree plants this beginning of the spring. Well, as you know, last year my dad had passed, so I was given all of my dad's trees by my mom, and so they are really growing. I wasn't expecting them to grow this large. They look like this little thing right here, just a little stick. When I received them, this little poor thing, I don't think it's gonna work. It is a white flowering dogwood. This is also a white flowering dogwood. I don't know why this one's not growing, but these are the red buds. What kind of red bud is that? Eastern red buds. And I have been wanting some red buds, and everywhere that we went, they were already sold this year. So I've got some. They're just not going to be as big as the ones I wanted to buy from the nurseries. And my crab apples. I have cedar trees on my property. And as you can see, cedar trees can send out a fungus that causes rust on your apples and your apple trees, and that's what this one got. My apple trees in the orchard are not like this because I had already sprayed them back in November in the early spring, and these are just going to have to go through the issue of having rust on them this year. But those are my trees from my dad for the Arbor Day. Let me go through, show you our blueberries, blackberries, raspberries, and grapes. This summer we had to go ahead and put up some bird netting over our blueberries, blackberries, raspberries, because we were having a lot of birds in the area. So my husband built this cage area, I would say, because we have the netting on it. And he did 4x4 posts and 2x6s, ran some string through it so it would be supports down through the whole structure for our blueberries. And he went ahead and put some landscaping plastic down so that we would not have issues with weeds in between all of our trees and bushes. And we have a watering system that is underneath that waters all of the bushes that are here each day when we have the watering system on. As you can see, we've had lots of rain, so we haven't had to use our watering system, and some weeds are coming behind some of these, but it's nothing like it was prior to having this black landscaping fabric down. It would look like that if we did not keep up in this area. But as you can see right here on this blueberry bush is actually a blueberry plant that is specifically for a container. And if I remember the name, I will tell you. But this has been my most prolific one this year. My husband has gotten several pints of blueberries off, and this is its second go around already with the blueberries. So we have that. This is a red raspberry bush, and it does have thorns. It is coming back with a vengeance. It will take this whole area up during the summertime. So we'll have to get in there today now that I'm back from camp nurse duties and hold it up on the string they're provided, because it is really looking there, and I see some grasshoppers, so we're gonna have to see what we need to do dealing with that issue. This raspberry plant bit the big one, so that one's gonna be taken up and put a new blueberry bush in. This is a raspberry bush. It's a slow grower, but I think that this year it will produce. Here is our blackberries, and they are wonderful. They do not have thorns. They are with the University of Arkansas blackberry line. So it's like the Osage, the Rapaho, and something else I can't remember. But look at that blackberry. That's a small one. So we've got several on those. Hunter's already picked a lot on that, so that's coming up. This one is coming up too. That one really needs to be harvested really bad. Look at that, all those. Now this one is the last blackberry bush that we planted, and he got a little bit more of the wind and cold weather here on the end of the house, because it did not, as you can see, it did not have any blockage from the wind from the house like the rest of the plants there did. And this is a new blueberry bush that I put in just about a month ago, and you can kind of see it is taking off really well. We'll have some blueberries from there in just a couple of weeks. And Big Dog's sleeping. So several weeks ago, it had to be in May, because I received my greenStalk that I had purchased for my Mother's Day gift, and I did a video of planting it up with green beans, and I wanted to see how it would work as a container for bush green beans. And so let me turn around and show you my green beans that are in my greenStalk. Look at that amazement. So this was a great test. I was wondering how it was going to be, if it was going to be too bushy, or how the green beans were reacted by being grown in a greenstock, and as you can see, they absolutely love it. I am going to go ahead and buy some more supports. As you see here, I only have one on this whole thing, and it is right down here. So I think the greenstocks with your bush green beans or any bushy plant is going to be amazing. So as you can see, we're getting the green bean blooms up there, so we'll have some green beans in a little bit, be able to can those. So we're excited about this. And these are my green stalks here with my strawberries. I come out every morning and eat some strawberries right off my green stalk. I'm still having some issues with a little bit of disease on my strawberries, so I'm gonna have to continue to figure out exactly what I need to do to grow strawberries. Did I say green beans? To grow strawberries with and the diseases that go along with strawberries. So if y'all have any insight, any books, insights, or websites there's a wasp on my hat. Did you see that? Any insight on where I can get some information on caring for strawberries, put it in the comments below, and then I can have some places that I can go straight to some research and hopefully get my hopefully get my strawberries growing better. But as you can see, they are already starting to make runners out on the bottom, so I'm excited about that. Love my strawberries here, even though we live close to a strawberry orchard, but I love having them on my back porch so that I can come out every day and have strawberries. So there's another one with my strawberries in it. Has some sage and it has some basil in there also, along with the little yellow nasturtium. This one right here is my green stock that I have kind of like everything in it. So I have basil, and then these are some tomatoes, and they are, I'll just take me a minute to remember what that tomato name is. It is, I will figure that out. But we have some tomato plants in here, and they are needing some food. They're getting a little bit of yellow, so I need to fertilize this green stock because I do have a lot of stuff coming in this green stock, so they are pulling out a lot of the nutrients from this green stock. But we have some tomatoes that are going to come up here in this, so they're going to be a little bit smaller than your average tomato and a little bit larger than your cherry tomatoes. So we've got 1, 2 there. I think I have another one down here somewhere, but I also have basil, and this is my licorice mint, and my husband said that the butterflies were loving it while I was at camp. Look at that bloom stalk on there. How beautiful is that? So that's giving some good herbs there. I have some ginger growing and some rosemary and some tarragon. So my tarragon's here. And also, let's go on this way. I have some stevia growing in here also, mint and oregano, and I'm in the sun. So let me back up out of that sun a little bit. So that's one of my herb green stalks. And then this one, I just went ahead and planted a lot of my celery in it, and of course it has some lavender in it, and the bees are loving that, so I love that. I have some lettuce in the back, rosemary in there also, and last year I planted a milkweed for my monarch butterflies. So I forgot, and you know, they die back and they come back, so they're perennial. So I've got a big milkweed in here, so I actually can dig this out and put it into the front flower bed where the rest of the milkweed for the monarch butterflies are. Down here I have some, pardon me, daylilies that I received when I went to Baker Creek for their tulip festival. So I've got those down there. Those are coming up. Look like they're going to start blooming hopefully within the next couple of weeks. And I just have some pots out here that I have put some, let's see, they are, I can't think of what the names are right here, but I'll tell you later. Yeah, right there. Along with my hydrangea I don't know. She's not happy in this spot. I don't think it's too much sun, but I'm not really for sure. But I've never grown this type of hydrangea before, so it's a learning curve. So if anybody has any suggestions on how to help my hydrangea out a little bit, give me some comments in the bottom below there. With all the rain that we've been having, my hydrangeas that are in containers are not enjoying it because they're getting a little bit too much rain. So they're turning just a little bit yellow, but they'll be okay once the rain stops for an extended period of time. But they're getting some little blooms on the end, so I'm excited about that. I have some of my, grasshoppers. It looks like it's going to be a grasshopper year again, so I'm going to have to let my chickens out. Those of you who were here last year understand how bad it was with the grasshoppers here, but we're just probably going to have to let some of these chickens out and let them eat the grasshoppers. But my caladiums, or clematis, last blooms of the season right here, and then they have some bachelor buttons and mixed with them. My yarrow is looking great with the rain. I bought this, and it was a calla lily, and it was a little needy from the store. So it's got some time to try to heal and grow on that. And then my favorite pot that I have this year so far, I think, is this one right here. It is already taken over. It has some lavender in it, and so these sweet potato vines are just absolutely gorgeous. I have some sedums in here that are the light blue, kind of not mint green, but the dusty green color right here with the sweet potatoes vines. So I'm loving that. They are growing. I'm trying to get them to grow down around. They were growing up the stairs just a little bit ago. So we'll just try to keep them down, but also you have to remember I have snakes, so I'm trying to make a happy looking area without getting bit by snakes. But this is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So let's go down. Oh, my dog is not having a happy day. So guys, thank you for joining me on a quick little run through of my flowers for the farm today. Thanks for joining me, and make what you have beautiful.